you guys. Going live to talk about what's going to be happening for the rest of February. I'm really excited because it's been pouring rain all day since last night, and it's already getting me like in this really nice, like sensuous, cuddly phase. Hi Ashton. Hello, welcome. Yeah, I don't know where you guys are, but this weather is like my shit. I love it. Hi you guys, welcome. Okay, so I'm super excited to talk about what's coming for the rest of February. The beginning was exciting and it flew by. I don't know if any of you guys feel that too. But we're going into this like really playful, sensual, sexual energy that is both exciting and a little bit intimidating depending on how you feel about those two words. So we have five major themes, just in case you're wondering what I keep looking at. It's my notes because I get really nervous and I lose my train of thought almost every time I do these live videos. So number 1, sensual connection and intimate connection, okay? Think about what those words mean to you. What does intimacy look like? We'll get into it in a second. 2, fantasy and playfulness, okay? 3, self-awareness and intentional solitude. Intentional solitude. Literally, those are my 2 favorite words, and combined, drooling. I love it. 4, creativity, and 5, explosive energy. Okay, so if any of these things are intriguing to you, then I would suggest tuning into the rest of this, because we're going to talk more about how we can really harness this energy and really make it potent by actually putting action to all that it is. Hi, Cameron. So going back to number 1, sensual and sexual energy and intimacy. So I've been talking a lot about this in my yoga classes, and if you guys are in the Temecula area, I suggest you come to my yoga classes on Tuesday, Wednesday, and or Saturday, because I talk a lot about these topics during our theming. But I want you to think about, what does intimacy look like to you? And recognize that a lot of times when we think about intimacy, we think about romantic intimacy, like sexual energy, sexual pleasure, kissing, touching, all of that. But I want you to think about all of the relationships that you have in your life where you have enough trust to share intimate sides of yourself. That doesn't mean that it has to be romantic at all. It could be that if you don't have a lover, like me, for example, all of my relationships that I have are extremely intimate because I share sides of myself, because my friends and my family put me in a place where I can trust them to hold me in that space. So I want you to think about in what ways you are expressing yourself intimately, and how can you be a little bit more intentional about it. This sexual and sensual energy, also, I want you to think about how this resides in the sacral chakra, okay? That energy of the womb space for us women, where our reproductive organs lie for both men and women. This has to do with our creative juices. So at this time, if you do have a lover, for all of my lovers out there, and I realize that sounds like I have a bunch of lovers, which I don't, but I'm talking about my people out there who have lovers in their life. This could look like a really exciting time to explore different things sexually. If you don't have a lover, if you are your own best lover, then what this could mean for you is just expressing yourself a little bit more freely with the intimate relationships that you do have. Hi, Courtney. And allowing yourself to explore what sexual energy can look like outside of actual sex. And so when we talk about sexual energy, we talk about creativity. So at this time, for the next couple of weeks, until the end of February, think about all of the ways in which you're feeling called to create, whether that be something simple like dancing or singing or cooking or cleaning. These are all, I know these sound like really basic, but these are all ways that we all create every day. Deeper things like actually painting, creating jewelry, gardening, anything that you have a desire inside and you're manifesting outwardly, that is creation. So allow yourself to go with that flow. Okay. Next, do this while also harnessing this outward expression of playfulness and almost like this flirtatious energy that comes forward. Again, think about these words a little bit loosely. Intimacy, sexuality, and flirtatiousness does not necessarily have to mean that we're out there flirting with guys or flirting with girls. It's just this playful energy that comes forward and allows you to express in a little bit more of a freer way without really maybe beyond the confines of what is considered normal for you. Okay. At the same time that this is happening, this is going to be happening around the 18th and 19th of February, so in a couple of days. We are also going to be entering into Pisces season, which might be a little auspicious for some of you. Pisces, the sign of Pisces is a water sign, and I'm a Cancer, also water sign. For those of you who understand this water energy, it's very emotional. And again, what is your connection to the word emotional? Because this does not mean weak. This does not mean blubbering, anything. Emotional intuition and emotional intelligence is one of the most profound skills that we can harness. And this Pisces season is going to ask us to get in touch with that aspect of self. So moving through the 17th and 18th, we get into the 19th, which is the full moon in Virgo, while the sun is in Pisces. So think about it like this. We have the sun in Pisces, right? Which is this emotional, intuitive energy that's really like settling in. It's like that soft yet powerful energy of the ocean, right? Dropping us down deep into like this inner emotional body that exists within us. And then we have Virgo, which is this very concise, analytical, structured energy. And so Virgo is actually ruled in the tarot by the card the Hermit. So around the 19th, and then moving from the 19th until the next new moon, which is the next moon phase, we're going to be playing with what taking on the Hermit looks like. And even though we have this really outwardly exciting and like playful energy, we're going to at the same time be tapping into this really grounded yet deep inward reflection. And so the reason why, I mean, again, going back to ASTROTAROT, this is a huge reason why I make these courses, because this is powerful energy that if we can tap into it and harness it and use it, we have the ability to dive deeper in our lives with more intention, because we are working with the energies that are coming to us from the stars. Does that make sense to you guys? Raise your hand. I can't see you, but I hope you're raising your hand. Okay, so after that, I know all of that sounds really intense. So we have this playful, sexual, sensual energy coming forward, and then this deep dive into the depths of our desires, the depths of our emotions, the depths of our self-awareness. And then we get this jolt of energy right at the end of February that is going to help us wrap all of that into this beautiful blanket of confidence, because hopefully with this course you'll have harnessed a lot of new knowledge, or maybe just remembering different aspects of self that you can kind of wrap up in this beautiful confident blanket and run into March with everything super seen and understood. I hope this makes sense, because again, I know that I've been mentioning this a lot. If you guys have been looking at, if you've gotten the previous courses, or if you've been watching the astrological forecast, all of this, since the beginning of January and now moving into March, all the way through February, we've been building and building and building. And if you guys are working on creating new things for yourself, creating new structures, maybe starting a new business, maybe taking a different turn in your life, maybe something major is shifting in your life, or maybe it's all internal and there's shifts happening internally, we're creating a foundation that's really going to skyrocket us into the rest of 2019. and the cosmos, the stars, everything that's happening right now is doing that in favor of you and all of the things that you want to create in your life. So, with all of that being said, the latest Astro Tarot course is up on wingedandrooted.com. I highly recommend downloading this course. It's only $10, and it's just going to help you really harness all of this like really juicy energy so that you can, again, just work with the energies that are there for you. There to help you, okay? So if you have any questions, please feel free to message me or, message me, email me, call me if you have my phone number, any of that shit. Love you guys.